we got a grill happening. Buddy of mine had a couple sticks of electrical conduit and a bender, and he came up and did this up for me. Still needs a little bit of tuning in, but I can handle that. And I'll just and a little more structure to it, but it's all right, you know. And we can also, I think, well, it looks like the wire fell off. Yep, sure did. All right, well, give me a sec. I'll have to do this manually. It's not quite as slick like this, but we can do it. There's the little, there it is, I think, maybe. Where's the finger? Dang it, where'd it go? Is that it? That's it, yeah. All right. Hang on, bring it in here. This is all, did it latch again? Yes, it did, of course. All right. Oh, hang on. Okay. All right, that's all the bracing I did to get that hood latch assembly and support. And this is all from the Parks Bronco down there, and same with that thing. And I did a little, you know, this and that to mount the grill. That one right there was a little, that was very narrow, so I kind of added that piece in the center. It works. And the hood, you know, just closes. Yesterday I went over a wheel bearing because a couple days ago I had this wheel jacked up, and it's all kind of whacked out and loose. And the bearings were dry in there. It's the tapered roller bearing type of stuff. And it had some damage to it and a lot of rust, and it looked horrible. I took it apart, cleaned everything up as good as I could. You know, the hub, the lock was completely seized, but now it locks and unlocks. And pay attention to where these guts are when you're taking these hubs apart. But here, oh, hang on, get it actually up off the ground. Pretty lovely, huh? You know, it's a heck of a lot tighter than it was, and it don't have to work for long. It just has to work long enough that I can say I drove my dang flathead. Right now I don't have money to get bearings for it, so it's gonna have to do. It actually did. It's actually quieter. I don't know, maybe the tire being on there has quieted it down or something, but that's what that is. And well, now I'm gonna go over the other side. Thought the rain was, but no, it's I got my umbrella set up. I'm out here, damn it, I'm doing something. This one don't sound, I mean, this one actually sounds good. I'm gonna take it apart anyhow, go over it, and this hub won't move. So the other one I took apart, and underneath this brass, I don't know what you call it, there's a bunch of corrosion and crap. And you know, I'm gonna go over it, and I'm gonna pack that bearing and see what might happen, you know. There's the hub. When I took it, you know, there was That wheel bearing, and I'm on the side now, passenger side. Sounds nice. When I took this apart, there was plenty of grease in there. I'm not gonna investigate that further. I'm just gonna clean this hub up, get it working, and stick it back together. That wheel bearing does sound just fine. I ain't gonna mess with it. Don't see any reason. Let's get this cleaned up. High-tech parts cleaner here. I actually have a parts cleaner, but you know, it's in a place where I can't really use it. So this is how I do. Maybe someday, if I ever get tired of the open air garage thing, pour some concrete and have a roof, you know, some walls, that'd be nice. Wouldn't mind being able to work out of the weather. Let me see. Here. So you got this little Allen in there. She's moving. So this part here lowers, sucks down inside of here, you know what I mean? It kind of rides on these pins going around, and that's what engages and disengages your hub. And if you take this whole everything apart, you got to pay attention to what position it was in and put it back that way, or it just ain't gonna work right. And let's see what we got going on here. And these pins will come out if you give them half a chance. This looks like a bunch of junk, so we'll clean it up and see what happens. Alright, so we got this thing. This is the guts of your hub. Where am I at? There we go. Alright, you got this threaded piece here going into this groovy, you know. Alright, so we're gonna, how I think it goes, you're gonna screw this out till that thread is just engaged into there, you know, all but the toenails. Alright. And then we're gonna take where am I? This hole, and we're gonna point it at lock. Okay? And I think something like, ain't gonna be exact perfectamundo, but it'll be dang close. Let's go like that. Alright, so like that. And these pinholes lining up. And I think that's how we do. Let me stick it together and try it. Alright, I'm not gonna take this apart to do it again, because it took me about 4 tries to get it. I'm sure there's some kind of trick to it. Maybe mark this inner ring in relation to the outer. I don't know, but hopefully you can see. There's your hub locked. Still a little stiff, but, and there's unlocked. All right. And then she just slips back on there. You know, it's not. What am I saying? Yeah. It's you know, patience. Just screw with it enough, and you will get it. The other side, I think I had it apart like 8 times and back together before I got it right. And this side, I'm doing better. I only had to do it 4 times. And you got these little locking tabs on here. You want to keep those. But on this one, apparently whoever was into here last thought 3 of them just didn't need to be there anymore, you know. For me, for what I'm doing, this friggin' hub doesn't even matter. This is just, I was just kind of opening this up. I was going to check on the wheel bearing, but it feels good, it sounds good, there's grease in there. I ain't going to mess with it any further. Compared to the other side, this side is like new. Oh, there's a little rough spot on the brakes. That's brake dragging there. That's just fine. That's what you want to hear actually with drums. There's a little bit of drag. Get these bolts in, and I'll demonstrate the hub working, doing its job. Here we are back together, and here is our hub locked. See that yoke or pinion or whatever the hell you want to call it spinning? All right, and then I will attempt to, oh, it's kind of moving a little easier now. And there it is free. All right, how's that for you? Even on your trail beaters, your field beaters, whatever, I mean, I suppose if it ain't much of a walk to get back home, yeah, go ahead and just do whatever you're gonna do, but you know, if you got to rely on it to get you more than half a mile in and out of the woods, or I don't know, not fall apart, I don't know, man, at least jack it up now and then and check how the thing is doing. All right, here we got that play, but that's tie rod end, and yeah, it's bad, but I ain't gonna worry about it. If you spot somebody in a deep hole, go ahead, try to drag them out. But as soon as you feel them trying to drag you in with them, let go. Don't let the bastards get you down.